Good afternoon and welcome to another day out in the landscape. Today I'm in woods near Lodore Falls in the Lake District National Park, and I'm doing a challenge known as the 1,000 Steps Challenge, which is why I started this video with my Android phone pedometer saying 0. The challenge actually sprang up during the first UK lockdown over a year ago now, and it was photographers challenging each other to get out, do 1,000 steps and take a photograph. And at the time we were allowed to get out for some exercise once a day. I can't remember what it was, whether it was 30 minutes or an hour, but you know, there was a period of time where legally we were all allowed to go out and, you know, exercise the heart and the legs and all the rest of it. Good for mental health and all that stuff. And I had a go at it a year ago with limited success, I should hasten to add, but it was an interesting exercise. It's an interesting exercise because I think it forces you to think. No longer can you just wander around looking for the view that works. You do your 1,000 steps and you just have to make do with what's there. And you know, search inwardly as well as visually with regard to finding something that says something about the place that you're in. So that's my challenge today. I'm going to do the 1,000 Steps Challenge. I've never been to this bit of the woodland before, so it's all completely new, and it's exciting. I'm not going to video the whole walk because this Osmo is getting short on battery life, so I'm literally going to pause every once in a while, show you what the pedometer says, and then move on. For those of you that haven't seen my original go at this challenge, this 1,000 Steps Challenge, I'll leave a link in the description below. Right, let's go and do 1,000 steps. I'll be back. Okay, so equipment fail. You've just seen there, the battery on my Android phone has died and I no longer have a count. However, the last time I looked at it, it said 977 steps and 1% battery life. So I counted 30 steps and then I've stopped, looked at the phone and it's died. So you're gonna have to trust me that this is 1,000 steps. And unfortunately, I'm out in the open, which is a real pain because I'm really out in the elements. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap to my Olympus camera now, because that is fully weather sealed, and then sort of talk you through what can I see, you know, what sorts of compositions do I think there are available here. So let me do that now. Okay, so we are now on Olympus Cam. So let me just pan around. So there's my There's my kit. Try to put it under a tree to keep it nice and warm. Some lovely trees. Pan around. I'm looking down towards the Lodore Falls. Keep panning around. Some more nice trees. And then the footpath, you can just about see footpath there going out into the distance. Now I have to say right now, there's not a massive amount that's really grabbing my eye, if I'm being brutally honest with you, but that's part of the challenge, isn't it? It's quite an interesting shape in the trees up there. Now I can't move from this spot, of course, because otherwise that undoes the challenge. So let me just zoom right in. Where are my trees? There's my trees. There. I just shuffle to the right a little bit. I think if I was to reach out with my tripod and do something about that little fern there. That's not cheating, is it? Well, I don't think it is. Right, let's see if my tripod will reach it. Right, so there you go. There's my tripod, just holding it down. And now, as a result, I get, now bear in mind this frame size is 16 by 9, so I think there is a frame there using those 3 trees and maybe even this one up above. And because it's pouring with rain, I think, yeah, out of everything that I've seen here, I think that is probably the most interesting composition. Does it say a huge amount about what I've been experiencing? Probably not. But, you know, that's part of the challenge, isn't it? To force you to think about, you know, composition and all that good stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go back to my bag to get my viewing aid, and then we'll have a look at some compositions. Right, give me a second. Shuffle to the right a little bit. Right, so what I am thinking of, something like that. So I've got these three trees sort of taking me up into the frame, and then this character tree here, there's a branch that comes all the way along, and then these 2 other trees here which lean out of the frame. But it kind of holds together. What I'm just wondering now is whether if I did it that way round, is that stronger? I'm not sure that it is. What was, sorry, I'm sort of thinking aloud. What was bothering me was the bottom left-hand corner. Just looked a bit empty, and I didn't really want that there. I think it was just a bit too distracting. Maybe darken that corner, maybe darken all the corners in post. But that's definitely the most interesting composition. I did wonder whether there was something down here as well. Sort of there-ish. Don't know. Oh, this rain is really starting to get to me. Sort of like that. Don't know, maybe a bit of ICM would help. Right, so the weather is really starting to test my kit. I think it's time to take the image and call it a day. So I'm going to take those 2 compositions and take that square frame there and try a little bit of ICM down here, and then I think I'm going to call it a day. Do a little bit of an outro, and then that's the content of this video. So let's do that right now. Right, so unfortunately I had to bail out. Having taken those 2 pictures, that was it. It was time to call it a day and get out of the wind, get out of the rain. My kit was wet. I was absolutely soaking wet. I come back to my lodgings just to get dry, really. I was actually quite warm. The temperature was okay, but no, it was the rain and the wind that were just starting to take their toll. So a bit like the first 1,000 steps video, it's a bit contrived, but I hope you get the point of doing it. It's to force you to just go somewhere and stand there and work it out. I mean, to some extent, my experience today was compromised a little bit by the weather, but you know, that's life, isn't it? What I probably could do with doing is doing it again, but doing it when maybe I'm not so compromised by the weather, because then that would allow me to sort of, you know, articulate it a little bit more. I won't be fighting the elements, but excuse me, but that's a video for another day. But that said, I hope it's been useful. I hope it's given you some ideas, and thank you very much for watching if you've got this far. If you're not a subscriber, please do consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button. It's free and you can unsubscribe at any time. If you also hit the bell icon alongside and then hit the all option, you'll get notified as to when I upload new content, which is every 2 weeks. And if you've liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Thumbs up does help the channel, helps the video, and helps the content, helps to sort of, you know, get my videos out there to a wider audience. So thanks once again. Stay safe, stay well, keep exploring with your camera, stay dry, and I shall see you again on my next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.